with the exception of one, John Holt, who was ordered off, of course, and therefore misses today's game. So Derek Stark, who was on the bench, comes in, and Maurice Malthus was playing then. These two at full-back position, number 2 and 3. And of course, at number 10, Paul Sturrock. He made his return on Wednesday night and scored a couple of goals. That's the way to come back to football. And of course, he'll be in Scotland's party, leaving for Switzerland on Monday morning. Rangers have reached the League Cup final. They beat Hearts, and there's only one change from the team. Robert Russell has a thigh injury. He can't play today, so young teenager David McPherson is in his position. And it's a kind of welcome home to Derek Johnstone. He used to frequent the terracings at Tannadice. Loved it here before he left as a boy of 16 to go down and join Rangers. He's now 29, the oldest man on the team, and holds the Premier League record of 96 goals. The referee today is from Stennismuir, Tommy Muirhead. A very crisp, wintry day, and already this season people have been complaining about the number of games that players have to play. That should go back to the Rangers goalkeeper, and I had an interesting variation in it today when the groundsman said it's about time the ground's got to rest. The ground at Tannadice is quite excellent, but it cut up badly on Wednesday, and he fears that it'll cut up this afternoon as well. Touched delicately on there by Ian Redford. Dawson, no offside flag as Cooper picks it up. And down he goes, hard tackle there by Hegarty, right on the touchline, and that is the first free kick. Cooper. Richard Gough getting right behind him. Been very impressed with Richard Gough in recent weeks. Inside to Dawson. Rangers pressing forward bent. Touched down the side by Redford, and that might still be in. Well, it was going over for the goal kick, and Bet took the alternative. Preferred that throw in to United. Jim Bet in the picture. Cooper doing well to get to the line and gets the corner. Great favourite with the Rangers supporters. Superb skill with his left foot, and there is the left foot going in, and it's struck off, and a brilliantly saved as young David McPherson almost puts his name in the record books there. Rising superbly up there, and very unfortunate for the teenager that there was a kind of backspin of that ball as it came back, and there we are, still no goal. That's bad, looked like a hand, and it was. Free kick to United. There's Dodds. McKinnon goes with him. Hesitation by Rangers. Stark. Wild with it. Well, I thought the Rangers defence really presented that opportunity to United. A lot of aerial play, and so far Rangers have come out slightly better in it. Beautifully picked up there. Sturrock. Excellent touch round and brilliantly saved. And there is a flicker of the Sturrock magic. Well, these balls that have been thrown into the United defence like that have been nearly balled back again by either Neri or Hegarty. Too much, and there's the reverse, and it's all very obvious for McDonald. Play has got decidedly ragged over the last 5 minutes. David Dodds, all the time in the world to turn around in that. Can Sturrock take advantage? Wide appeals for hands. suddenly the Rangers defence looked quite stunned, since somebody had suddenly cast a spell on them, and they stood in a rather statuesque manner, and somehow United couldn't take advantage of it. But United get a free kick. That's curled towards the far post and just touched by Dawson. Kirkwood should get that, and Redford comes in very hard. Sturrock got a bit of freedom. That's a lovely ball to Milne, and he can't finish it. I think, that Paul Sturrock, even though he missed some vital games for United, I really do think that lie-off has sharpened him. McPherson simply didn't know where that ball had gone. Just as well for United as Malpa steps in. Bannon. Sturrock. Free kick. Very light tackle. Jim Bett looking rather impassive as that free kick was taken, and away goes Bannon on the left. McPherson with him. Stuck to his stance very well, and obviously a lot of the Dundee United threat is going to come down the left with Bannon driving on, and I think Bannon, now that he's had 2 games behind him now since his injury, well, he touched away. Oh. Right away from Sturrock. That's McPherson and John McClellan making sure. And it couldn't be picked up. There's no onside here. Sturrock with a great chance, and the keeper did extremely well. That was very near being out of the box. He committed himself as Sturrock went in, and that was good goalkeeping, playing as a kind of sweeper again. Milne. Pressure on Rangers. They've looked very ragged in defence in the past 2 or 3 minutes. Gough picked up by Redford. Good driving run again. Here's McDonald. Look at the number of Tangerine jerseys back again, and that was an entirely wasted ball after the service that had been provided by Redford. Some rather simple-looking mistakes in this match. Lovely backheader there by Dodds. That's McAlpin. Malpass. Did that well. Stevens tried to draw back. This must be, yes, 1-0, Ralph Milne. Beautifully taken. And that is how dangerous Paul Sturrock can be. There was a bit of hesitancy as Gregor Stevens tried to get Sturrock to let Stevens come from, and then went away. Beautiful ball across, and Milne picked the spot with 32 minutes of the first half gone. Hegarty. Crisply back to McAlpin. United in command at the moment. That's a free kick, and this should fill United with even more confidence. Stevens looking very shaky there again. Bit of a push by Hegarty as free kick. Rangers captain John McClellan very anxious to come up and take this. That's Johnstone. Flicked away though. It's McPherson, a touch by Cooper, and he scored. The equaliser by Cooper. Minutes of the first half gone, and a very simply taken equaliser by Davy Cooper. A blown high ball, headed down, it didn't look too dangerous, suddenly there he was to poke it through. One each. Cooper. Good tackling by Malpass, and the retaliation by Cooper over strong. That is a free kick. David Nay, that's a good looking ball, and Stewart had really committed himself. Gough went down heavily. Away goes Milne, can he get it? Back to the line, and it's he could go off the bar. Brilliant goal by United. A superb ball struck right across. Dodds, McPherson. The danger still on for Rangers. There's Eamon Bannon, and that's way behind. That was brilliant play. Turning the Rangers defence first left, then right. Hard balls across, and in that magnificent effort, right off the crossbar. And I think United clearly deserved a goal there. McDonald seems to be out of the touch, but he fought back well there. Redford again on the run, there he goes with them. And that's well taken by McAlpin, and Redford, I said, one of his best games for Rangers in some time. I think it's more his determination to get into the game today. He's driving forward with these long runs. McKinnon off the top of the head. John McClellan, bit slack with the ball forward. Malpass. Good 1-2. Tackle a bit late again by Stevens. There's McDonald, he's off it again. Gough driving in for the return, and he gets it. One of the simplest moves in the game. Hits the target man, come up for the pushback, and he seemed to be given a bit of freedom to enact it all. But the elevation, much too high. Derek Johnson, a loose ball, net. Excellent tackle. Gough. Well, this time Stevens concentrated on it, got his eye right on the ball. Ralph Milne. There's Hegarty up. Derek Johnson has come all the way back, and there goes the half-time whistle. With the score 1-0, and if they had both taken their chances, I think it might have been something like 3-0. Nevertheless, an entertaining game. David Cooper, the man who scored that equaliser for Rangers, after that opening goal, beautifully set up by Paul Sturrock. The sheer finesse of that pass across, and Ralph Milne looking forward, and he could hardly miss. And the equaliser shortly after, a high ball nodded down there, and gaps in the United defence as Cooper prodded it in. Nevertheless, bringing Rangers strongly back into the game, to the delight of their huge support. And the weather has turned decidedly nasty. The wind has got up, and I think it may be to the advantage of Dundee United in the second half. And the pitch, as I said at the start, has begun to cut up. They've been out at half-time, putting back some divots. It is a marvellous pitch here at Tannadice, but like any other ground around the country, it gets a fair hammering, and in this weather, it will be a bit vulnerable. Start up. Richard Gough. That's a good ball through to Kirkwood. There was space there, and that's brilliantly touched there by Stewart. Yes, he got the touch. Very neat, incisive move there by United, slicing their way through that rather straight line defence. Such a clever corner kick, that one. Milne. Floats it well. David Dodds with a header. And not an easy ball at all for the goalkeeper to take in these conditions. And Jim Stewart has dealt very confidently with it, and that, of course, can spread confidence throughout the defence just in front of him. McDonald. Kinnan. This bet. Redford. Cooper does that brilliantly, and taken by Redford. There's the shot and cleanly saved. The goalkeeping has been very good today despite the conditions. One of Rangers' best moves has had good understanding, and Redford was always going to let fly, keeping it low, but so did McAlpin. Sturrock on the turn, feels that hand was used, but referee waits play on again. And a number of passes that Rangers have thrown very badly is Derek Johnstone. James McAlpin should get it. Redford's up on that. Look at McAlpin. He did the right thing. That's McClellan. David Dodds is there. And it's away by Dawson. Now, back. That's a good ball. This is McPherson. Well, forced into going away across and back. Donald to McKinnon. Cooper. There he gets in, and I think that'll be a corner kick. Despite what David Daly thinks. Corner to Rangers. Got in, McPherson is there with the head, and there is McDonald again. Cooper brings it to the left foot. That's a header down, and it's in. Derek Johnstone. 2-1 for Rangers. 20 minutes exactly of the second half gone. Jubilation there under the enclosure as Derek Johnstone, as he has done so often, making a cross look absurdly simple and potent, all in a one, punishing the very fact that he was given that freedom, and that ball angled well away from McAlpin. Dodds swung that one beautifully. Gough. Well, that was a field for pushing. Seemed to me as if Gregor Stevens might just have been nudged. It goes aimlessly across, whereas Stevens, who's tightened up, I may say, in the second half. It looked very shaky in the first set, especially in that first 20 minutes. Here's Sturrock. Milne. Looks as if he might use his pace to spin of the ball, I think, deceiving McClellan. Rangers hemmed in again as Milne picks us up. That's Milne. Was driven well. Superb shot by Gough. It had powered straight at Stewart, and that very power may have caused the slightest of error coming off that slippy ball, but it didn't on this occasion. gets in, but he wanted the pace to get that. .20 minutes of the game remaining, Rangers leading by 2-1. McClellan. United supporters don't like it, but you would hardly expect them to do anything else under these circumstances. Redford high up, free kick. Dave Neil. Malthus. Bannon. There's a little jigging around. McPherson keeps his eye on the ball. That's a good-looking shot, and who's coming up with it? Dodds. The equaliser by David Dodds. A superbly driven shot that Stewart did well to parry. And I think a defence should give the goalkeeper better cover than that. It was the striker getting to the ball first, no defender around, and in it went. United back in contention. Slag ball indeed by McKinnon. The back of the head, and Sturrock might not be able to get it. High up and under by Malthus. Puts it back. McDonald is in and away it goes. McPherson. Cooper. That's a good looking ball. Redford. Derek Johnson, and Redford tries another one. Derek Johnson certainly was inside him, but I think that was intelligent play by Redford. Reminiscent of that goal he put in against Hamish McAlpin in the League Cup final. He tried to float it, curve it, and it was just slightly going away, even though there was a touch by McAlpin. That's a back header. Well, there's a great shot and save. John McDonald lashed out at that, superbly driven in, and McAlpin did extremely well to get near it at all, and look at the confident way he beat it back. Was a troublesome looking ball for the Rangers defence. Men converging from all angles. Just got it away. Dodds. Milne. That's the free kick. Late tackle. David Neary and Milne are there, and Stewart takes it ever so cleanly. Gentlest of touches to DL. Like the United ball, the Rangers youngster Davy McPherson, it was as if he just pushed it over. He kept it in well for a while. Here's Cooper. Redford is after it, so is Gough. And that's to McAlpin. Richard Gough has come on enormously in the past season and a half for United. Fallon watches it carefully, and away by Dawson. Here's DL. Good, solid tackling to throughout this match by Derek Stark. Nearing. There's Dodds with a great chance. Still for a penalty. McClellan slid in from the back, certainly put that long leg out, but I think he drove in for the ball. And primarily that is what happened, although Dodds went down. Gale tries to go after it, looking a bit uncomfortable there though. Exactly 5 minutes left. 2 all. Well, there was a gentleness of nudges, as Stevens set off almost gracefully after that in the air. Cooper totally misjudged that. Still Rangers can't get any flow. Here is Sturrock, and he likes this situation. Just a bit of a bump on the ball as it moved forward. Well, I put him off. Stark. Gough will let fly, and he does brilliantly. Oh, superb goal. And that surely will be the winner. Richard Gough, with 4 minutes remaining, hits one of the most glorious shots of the season. That was not easy to finish like that at all. And look at the angle, we were right behind it. And that is a glorious sight for the Dundee United followers. Now the team 3-2 up, and the game looks like being theirs. Billy Kirkwood. There's a brilliant ball, there's no offside. Ralph Milne. That's it. Number 4. The Rangers defence crumbled. 2 goals in the space of a minute. Puts it totally beyond doubt. And look at the way that was taken. Chances like these you can miss rather easily at times, and he made no mistake.